The world begins with a gentle breath. A soft breeze dances over a quiet beach where golden sand glows under the warm touch of a distant sun. Waves hum a tender lullaby, rolling in and out, their foam kissing the shore before slipping away. The air smells of salt and blooming flowers, carried from a nearby grove of ancient trees. Their leaves sway, whispering secrets to the wind. The sky stretches wide, painted in hues of peach and lavender, with clouds drifting like cotton across a calm sea of light. You can imagine yourself here, standing on the shore. The sand is soft beneath your feet, warm from the sun's gentle caress. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the breeze brush your skin, light as a feather. Hear the waves, steady and slow, inviting you to breathe deeply. Each breath fills you with peace, as if the world itself is holding you in a warm embrace. In this place, time moves slowly. The sun, a radiant orb, seems to linger above the horizon, casting a golden glow that shimmers on the water. Seabirds glide silently overhead, their wings cutting graceful arcs through the skies. Far out at sea, a faint mist hovers, softening the edges of the world. It feels like a dream, yet every detail is vivid. The crunch of sand, the cool touch of water, the faint hum of life all around. This is the land of Nika, a realm born from sunlight and serenity. Long ago, it is said, the sun itself chose this place to rest. Its rays wove the beaches, the forests, and the rolling hills beyond. Every blade of grass, every pebble, seems to pulse with a quiet warmth, as if the sun's heart still beats within the earth. The people who live here move with the same calm rhythm as the waves. They build homes of smooth stone and driftwood, their roofs covered in soft moss that glows faintly at night. As you walk along the shore, you notice small shells scattered across the sand. Each one is unique, carved by the sea into delicate spirals and curves. You can pick one up if you like. Hold it to your ear. The shell hums softly, echoing the ocean's song. It tells you to rest, to let your thoughts drift like the clouds above. There is no hurry here, no rush, only peace. The beach stretches far, curving gently toward a distant cliff where vines spill over the edge like a green waterfall. At the cliff's base, a small path winds upward, lined with glowing flowers that open only at dusk. The path leads to a grove where the air feels cooler, shaded by tall trees with silver leaves. Fireflies begin to appear, their tiny lights winking like stars brought down to earth. You can sit here, if you wish, on a smooth stone warmed by the day's sun. Let your shoulders relax, let your mind soften. In the distance, a soft melody floats through the air. It might be a flute, played by someone unseen, or perhaps it's the wind itself, weaving through the branches. The sound wraps around you, gentle and warm, like a blanket of light. You can close your eyes again, if you like. Picture the golden beach, the endless waves, the sun's soft glow. This is Nika's gift to you, a place where worries fade, where the heart finds rest. As night begins to fall, the sky deepens to a velvet blue. Stars appear, one by one, like candles lit by an unseen hand. The waves grow quieter, their song now a whisper. The world feels still, yet alive. Every breath of air a reminder of its gentle pulse. You can stay here, in this moment, as long as you like. The shore will wait for you, its beauty unchanging, its peace eternal. Chapter 2. The Birth of Light. Long ago, before the shores of Nika shimmered, the world was a vast, quiet dream. The sky was empty, a soft gray canvas without stars. The seas were still, their waters dark and unmoving. No breeze stirred, no light warmed the earth. Yet, within this stillness, a gentle pulse waited, like a seed beneath the soil. You can imagine it now, a world holding its breath, ready to bloom. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture a single spark, small as a firefly, floating in the endless gray. This spark was Nika, the first light. It drifted through the void, curious and kind, its glow soft but unending. Where it moved, the air grew warm. Where it lingered, colors began to form. Blues for the sea, greens for the forests, golds for the sand. The spark hummed a quiet song, and the world listened. The legend tells of Nika's dance. It spun across the emptiness, trailing light like a painter's brush. With each turn, the spark wove the world. It touched the sea, and waves began to ripple, their foam catching the glow. It brushed the earth, and grasses sprouted, their tips swaying as if bowing to the light. It kissed the sky, and stars blinked awake, scattering like seeds across a field. You can see it, can't you? A world waking slowly, wrapped in warmth. The spark grew brighter, shaping itself into a great sun. It hung low in the sky, its rays soft and golden, never harsh. The sun did not rush. It moved with care, painting dawn and dusk with colors of peach and rose. The tides learned to follow its rhythm, rising and falling like a slow heartbeat. The trees stretched toward its light, their leaves drinking in its glow. Everything began to breathe together, joined by the sun's gentle touch. In those first days, Nika's light was more than warmth. It was a promise. The legend says it spoke to the world in whispers, carried by the wind. Grow slowly, it said. Rest deeply. The earth obeyed. Flowers opened one petal at a time. Rivers carved their paths with patience. Even the clouds drifted with grace, never hurrying, never fighting. You can feel this peace now, can't you? Let your breath slow. Let your heart rest. The people of Nika believe the sun still carries that spark. They say it watches over the world, its light a reminder of the first dance. On quiet nights, when the stars shine brightest, the elders tell this story by the shore. They sit on smooth stones, their voices soft, blending with the waves. Children listen, their eyes heavy with sleep, as the tale wraps them in calm. You can hear it too if you like. The waves are telling it now, their rhythm steady, their song eternal. The legend speaks of a gift. Nika, the sun, left a piece of itself in the world. Some say it hides in the golden sand, others in the heart of a glowing flower. A few believe it lives in the laughter of children, bright and warm. Wherever it rests, it brings peace. It soothes the weary. It invites dreams. You can imagine finding it, perhaps in the warmth of your own breath, as you sink deeper into rest. The night grows soft now, the stars above Nika's shores twinkling gently. The air is cool, scented with salt and moss. The world feels whole, born from a single spark that chose love over haste. You can stay here, in this story, as the waves whisper on. Let your thoughts drift like clouds across the sky. Let the legend of Nika carry you toward sleep, its light a blanket, its song a lullaby. Chapter 3. The Ancient Clans. In the gentle embrace of Nika's light, the shores and forests bloomed with life. The world was young, its colors fresh, its air sweet, with the scent of dew-kissed leaves. Across the golden beaches and into the whispering groves, small clans formed, their lives woven into the rhythm of the sun. These were the ancient ones, people of quiet hearts who moved as softly as the tides, their homes nestled in clearings built of driftwood and the stone, crowned with roofs of woven vines. Picture yourself walking through their villages. The paths are soft with moss, glowing faintly under the starlight. You can feel the calm of this place, can't you? Breathe deeply. Let the peace settle into your bones. The air hums with a gentle warmth, as if the sun itself lingers in the earth. Lanterns of seashell and amber hang from branches, casting a golden glow. The light sways, slow and steady, like a heartbeat. Each clan had its own way of honoring Nika's light. The wave singers lived by the shore, their voices blending with the sea's lullaby. They carved shells into flutes, playing melodies that danced with the waves. The forest weavers dwelled among the trees, crafting tapestries from petals and soft bark, each one telling a story of the sun's journey. The hill wanderers roamed the rolling slopes, planting seeds that bloomed into flowers of gold and silver. Every clan moved in harmony, their lives a quiet song. You can imagine sitting by their fires, small and warm, the flames flickering like stars. The elders spoke of balance, of living with the land, not against it. They taught the young to listen, to the wind, to the leaves, to the soft pulse of the world. No one rushed, no one fought. The clans shared their gifts, their stories, their laughter. A weaver's tapestry might hang in a singer's home. A wanderer's flower might adorn a weaver's hair. All were connected, like threads in a single cloth. The clans revered the sun, but not with grand temples or loud chants. Their worship was simple. At dawn, they gathered on the shore, facing the rising light. They stood in silence, hands open, feeling the warmth on their palms. At dusk, they lit their lanterns, each one a tiny echo of Nika's glow. You can close your eyes and see it now. The soft light, the quiet faces, the world breathing as one. Let your shoulders relax, let your thoughts soften. In those ancient days, the clans knew the world's secrets. They learned them from the trees, whose roots whispered of the earth's dreams. They heard them in the waves, which carried tales from distant shores. The stars, too, shared their stories, twinkling in patterns only the patient could read. The clans wrote nothing down. Their knowledge lived in their songs, their dances, their gentle steps across the land. Each movement was a prayer, each breath a thank you. The children of the clans played under the sun's watchful eye. They ran through fields of tall grass, their laughter light as the breeze. They wove crowns of flowers, placing them on each other's heads. At night, they lay on the sand, counting stars until their eyes grew heavy. You can feel that peace, can't you? The softness of the sand, the cool touch of the night air. Let it wrap around you, like a blanket woven by the forest weavers. The clans lived for centuries, their lives a slow dance with the world. They left no scars on the earth, only footprints that faded with the tide. Their stories lingered, carried by the wind, etched in the patterns of leaves and waves. As you rest here, in this moment, you can hear their echo. The world is still, the stars are bright, and Nika's light watches over all. Let your breath slow. Let the ancient clans guide you toward dreams, their peace a gift that never fades. Chapter 4, A Time of Balance. The land of Nika glowed under an endless dawn. The sun hung low, its light soft and golden, bathing the world in warmth. The beaches shimmered, their sands like scattered jewels. The forests whispered, their leaves catching the breeze in a gentle dance. Rivers flowed slowly, their waters clear as glass, reflecting the sky's pastel hues. Everything moved in harmony, as if the world itself was breathing in quiet rhythm. You can picture it now, can't you? A place where time feels still. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face, soft as a lullaby. Let your breath match the slow rise and fall of the waves. The air is sweet, scented with blooming flowers, and the faint tang of the sea. This is Nika's gift, a world at peace, a world in balance. In this era, the clans lived as one with the land. The wave singers wove nets of seaweed, gathering fish that swam willingly into their hands. The forest weavers spun cloth from petals, their colors glowing like the dawn. The hill wanderers planted gardens on the slopes, where flowers bloomed in patterns that mirrored the stars. No one took more than they needed. No one hurried. The earth gave freely, and the clans gave back with care. The days began with a quiet ritual. At sunrise, the clans gathered where the sea met the shore. They stood barefoot, toes sinking into the warm sand. They raised their hands to the sun, feeling its light weave through their fingers. No words were spoken. The silence was enough, filled with the song of waves and the hum of the breeze. You can feel it too, if you like. Let your shoulders soften. Let the calm of that moment wrap around you. At night, the clans lit their lanterns, their glow a mirror of the stars above. They sat in circles, sharing stories of the day. A weaver might speak of a new pattern, inspired by the curve of a leaf. A singer might hum a melody born from the tide's rhythm. A wanderer might offer a flower, its petals still warm from the sun. Laughter came easily, light as the fireflies that danced nearby. The world felt whole, its pieces fitting perfectly together. The seasons turned slowly, each one a gentle shift. Spring brought flowers that opened like tiny suns. Summer warmed the seas, inviting the clans to swim in their clear depths. Autumn painted the forests in shades of amber and rose. Winter was soft, with mists that draped the hills like a delicate veil. The sun never faded, its light steady through every change. You can imagine resting here, in this timeless place. Let your thoughts drift like leaves on a quiet stream. Children ran through the fields, their voices blending with the wind. They built kites from reeds and petals, watching them soar under the endless sky. Elders sat on smooth stones, their eyes tracing the stars, their smiles soft with wisdom. The clans lived without want, without fear. The land was their home, the sun their guide, the stars their map. Everything was enough. As night falls in this story, the world grows quieter still. The waves whisper, the stars twinkle, and the air feels like a gentle caress. You can stay here, in this moment of balance. Picture the golden shore, the glowing lanterns, the soft hum of life. Let it cradle you, like a boat rocking gently on the sea. The era of balance lingers, its peace a blanket, its light a promise. Let your breath slow. Let the world hold you as you drift toward dreams. Chapter 5. A Sussurro de Mudança. The land of Nika rested in its golden calm, the sun's light weaving through every leaf and wave. The beaches glowed, the forests hummed, and the hills stood quiet under a sky of endless stars. Yet, in this stillness, a soft change began to stir, like a breeze that carries the scent of distant flowers. It was not a storm, not a rush, but a gentle whisper, felt more than seen, heard more than spoken. You can imagine it now, can't you? A moment where the air feels just a little different. Close your eyes for a breath. Feel the warmth of the sun, softer now, as if it's pausing to listen. Let your heart slow, matching the rhythm of the waves lapping at the shore. The world is still peaceful, still serene, but something new is waking, like a seed stirring beneath the earth. The clans noticed it first in the smallest things. The wave singers saw the tides shift, their patterns curling in new, delicate spirals. The forest weavers found petals falling in shapes they hadn't seen before, as if the trees were dreaming new dreams. The hill wanderers noticed the winds carrying a faint hum, like a song from a far-off place. No one feared these changes. They were soft, like ripples spreading across a calm pond. At dusk, the clans gathered by the shore, as they always did. The sun dipped low, painting the sky in shades of lavender and gold. But now, the light seemed to linger a little longer, its rays shimmering with a new warmth. The elders watched, their eyes tracing the horizon. They spoke in quiet voices, saying the world was preparing for something new. Not a grand event, but a gentle unfolding, like a flower opening to the dawn. You can picture yourself there, sitting on the warm sand. The air is cool, scented with salt and blooming jasmine. Let your shoulders relax. Let the whisper of change brush against you, light as a feather. It's not a call to act, but an invitation to rest, to trust the world's slow rhythm. The clans felt this too, their hearts open to the soft shift in the air. The stars began to shine in new patterns, their light forming shapes that seemed to tell a story. The children, lying on the beach, pointed to them, their voices soft with wonder. They saw figures in the sky, a figure with a wide smile, arms outstretched, as if dancing with the sun. The elders nodded, saying Nika's light was speaking, guiding the world toward a new chapter. It was a message of hope, of peace, of something yet to bloom. The forests grew quieter, their leaves swaying with a new rhythm. The rivers sang a slightly different tune, their waters catching the starlight in unfamiliar ways. Even the flowers seemed to glow a little brighter, their petals tipped with silver. The clans moved through these changes with grace, their steps light, their hearts steady. They trusted the sun, trusted the world, trusted the whisper that promised only peace. As night settles over Nika's shores, the world feels alive with possibility, yet still wrapped in calm. The waves hum their endless lullaby. The stars twinkle like lanterns in the sky. You can rest here, in this moment of gentle change. Let your breath deepen, slow and easy. Picture the golden beach, the soft light, the world turning quietly toward something new. Let the whisper of change carry you, like a leaf on a gentle stream, toward the soft embrace of sleep. Chapter 6. The Rising of the New Air. The shores of Nika glowed softly under the sun's tender gaze. The waves whispered, the forests sighed, and the stars above seemed to lean closer, as if watching. In this gentle world, a new figure emerged, born under a sky painted with hues of rose and gold. His name was Lear, a young soul with eyes bright as the morning and a smile that carried the warmth of the sun itself. He was the heir of Nika's light, chosen not by decree but by the quiet pulse of the world. You can picture him now, can't you? A boy standing on the shore, his bare feet sinking into the warm sand. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the breeze that brushes his hair, light and playful, as if the wind itself is welcoming him. Let your breath slow, matching the rhythm of the tides. Lear's presence is calm, his heart open, his steps as soft as the world around him. Lear was born to the wave singers in a village where the sea's song never ceased. His cradle was woven from seaweed and driftwood, rocked by the gentle hands of the tides. As a child, he laughed with the gulls, ran with the wind, and danced under the stars. His laughter echoed like a melody, blending with the hum of the waves. The elders watched him, their eyes soft with knowing. They saw the spark of Nika in him, a light that glowed not in power, but in peace. The boy grew with the land, learning its rhythms. He walked the beaches, collecting shells that shimmered like tiny suns. He wandered the forests, where the trees seemed to lean toward him, their leaves whispering secrets. He climbed the hills, where the winds sang of distant shores. Lear listened to it all, his heart open, his mind quiet. He was not seeking greatness, only the beauty of the world around him. You can imagine sitting beside him, perhaps on a smooth stone by the shore. The air is warm, scented with salt and blooming flowers. Let your shoulders relax. Let the world's gentle pulse cradle you. Lear's journey was beginning, but it was not a quest for glory. It was a path of discovery, guided by the sun's light and the land's quiet song. He moved with ease, as if the earth itself was guiding his steps. One evening, as the sun dipped low, Lear stood on a cliff overlooking the sea. The sky was a canvas of amber and violet, the waves below catching the light in a dance of gold. He felt a call, not loud or urgent, but soft, like a whisper carried by the breeze. It was Nika's voice, woven into the world, inviting him to walk further, to see more, to carry the light within him. He smiled, his heart steady, his spirit ready. The clans began to speak of him, their voices soft with wonder. The wave singers said he could hear the sea's deepest songs. The forest weavers wove tapestries of his silhouette, standing under the sun. The hill wanderers planted flowers where he walked, their petals glowing brighter than before. Lear was their heir, not of a throne, but of the world's gentle spirit. He was a light, a hope, a promise of peace. As night falls over Nika's shores, the stars shine brighter, as if celebrating Lear's beginning. The waves hum their lullaby. The breeze carries a soft warmth. You can rest here, in this moment, with Lear's quiet presence nearby. Picture the golden beach, the glowing sky, the boy who carries the sun's spark. Let your breath deepen. slow and calm. Let Lear's journey begin to weave into your dreams. Its peace a blanket, its light a guide toward sleep. Chapter 7. First Steps of the Air. The sun rose over Nika's shores, its light soft and golden, painting the world in hues of warmth. Lear, the young heir, began his journey, his steps light on the sand. The waves greeted him with a gentle hum, their foam curling around his feet like a friend. The breeze danced through his hair, carrying the scent of salt and blooming flowers. The world seemed to walk with him, every leaf and star a quiet companion. You can imagine following his path, can't you? Picture the beach stretching wide, the sand warm under your feet. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the breeze, soft as a whisper, brushing your skin. Let your breath slow, matching the rhythm of the tides. Lear's journey is calm, a slow unfolding, inviting you to rest in its peace. Lear's first steps took him beyond the village of the wave singers. He followed a path lined with glowing shells, their light winking like tiny stars. The trail led to a forest where trees stood tall, their silver leaves catching the sun's glow. Beneath their shade, Lear met an elder, a forest weaver named Sela. Her hands were gentle, her eyes bright with wisdom. She sat on a moss-covered stone, weaving a tapestry of petals that shimmered like the dawn. Sela smiled at Lear, her voice soft as the wind. She spoke of the world's heart, how it beats in the roots of trees, in the flow of rivers, in the dance of waves. She gave him a small woven band, its threads glowing with the colors of the sky. "Carry this," she said, "and listen to the world." Lear nodded, his heart open, his smile warm. He thanked her, his voice blending with the forest's quiet song. You can picture yourself there, sitting under the trees. The air is cool, scented with leaves and earth. Let your shoulders relax. Let the calm of Sela's words wrap around you like a blanket of light. Lear's journey is not hurried. Each step is a moment to breathe, to feel the world's gentle pulse. Lear continued, his path winding to a hill where the grasses swayed like waves. There he met Tiro, a hill wanderer with hands stained from planting flowers. Tiro knelt beside a bed of blossoms, their petals gold and silver, glowing under the sun. He showed Lear how to press a seed into the earth, how to whisper to it with kindness. "The world grows with care," Tiro said, his voice steady as the hills. Lear planted a seed, his fingers gentle, his heart full. The days passed softly, each one a gift. Lear walked through meadows where fireflies danced at dusk. He crossed streams that sang with clear voices. He slept under stars that seemed to whisper his name. Everywhere he went, the world shared its beauty, petals that glowed, winds that hummed, waves that carried light. Lear listened, his steps slow, his spirit bright. As night falls in this story, the sky deepens to a velvet blue. The stars twinkle, the breeze sighs, and the world feels alive with quiet wonder. You can rest here, with Lear's gentle journey unfolding. Picture the glowing forest, the singing stream, the hills of golden flowers. Let your breath deepen, slow and easy. Let the air's first steps guide you, like a boat rocking gently on the sea, toward the soft embrace of dreams. Chapter 8. Gentle Revelation. Lear's journey wove through the heart of Nika, his steps soft on paths of sand and moss. The sun followed him, its light a warm hand on his shoulder, guiding him through forests and over hills. The world seemed to open before him, each leaf and wave sharing a quiet truth. The air hummed with a gentle energy, as if the land itself was whispering secrets meant only for him. You can imagine walking beside him, can't you? Picture the golden light filtering through the trees, the breeze carrying the scent of the sea. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the warmth of the sun, soft and steady, like a lullaby. Let your breath slow, matching the rhythm of the world's calm pulse. Lear's path is peaceful, inviting you to rest in its serenity. One morning, Lear reached a quiet cove where the sea sparkled like a mirror of stars. The waves were still, their surface smooth as glass. He sat on a smooth stone, his toes dipping into the cool water. There, an old wave singer named Mira approached, her hair silver as the moonlight. She carried a shell, its surface glowing with the colors of dawn. She held it to Lear's ear, and it sang a soft melody, a song of the world's beginning. The light of Nika lives in all things, Mira said, her voice gentle as the tide. In the waves, in the trees, in your heart. She pointed to the horizon, where the sun's rays danced on the water. You carry its spark, Lear. Your journey is to share it, to keep the world's peace. Lear listened, his eyes bright, his heart open. The truth settled in him, not heavy, but warm, like sunlight on his skin. You can feel it too, can't you? The quiet truth of the world, woven into its every breath. Let your shoulders relax. Let Mira's words drift through you, soft as a breeze. Lyre's revelations come slowly, each one a gift, each one a step toward understanding. There is no rush, only calm. Lear continued, climbing a hill where the wind sang with a new clarity. At its peak, he found a circle of stones, ancient and smooth, glowing faintly under the stars. There, a hill wanderer named Kale waited, his hands tracing patterns in the air. He spoke of the stars, how they held the world's memories. Look up, Kale said, his voice steady as the earth. They guide you, as they guided Nika. Lear gazed at the sky, seeing the figure of a smiling dancer, arms wide, woven in starlight. He understood. His path was to carry joy, to keep the world's light alive. Each meeting, each moment, brought Lear closer to the world's heart. In a forest clearing, a forest weaver showed him a tapestry, its threads glowing with scenes of waves and stars. You are part of this, she said, her smile soft. Your steps weave the story. Lear nodded, feeling the truth like a warm tide within him. He was not alone. The world walked with him, its light his guide. As night falls over Nika's shores, the stars shine brighter, their light a gentle promise. The waves hum, the breeze sighs, and the world feels whole. You can rest here, in this moment of quiet revelation. Picture the glowing cove, the starlit hill, the tapestry of light. Let your breath deepen, slow and calm. Let Lear's understanding wrap around you like a blanket of starlight, guiding you toward the soft embrace of dreams. Chapter 9. The Choice. Lear stood on the edge of a quiet cliff, the sea stretching endless before him. The sun hung low, its light a soft gold, painting the waves with a gentle glow. The air was warm, scented with salt and the faint sweetness of blooming vines. The world felt still, yet alive. Each breath of wind, each ripple of water, a whisper of Nika's light. Lear's heart was calm, his mind clear, as if the land itself had prepared him for this moment. You can picture it, can't you? The cliff's edge, the sea sparkling below, the sun's warmth on your skin. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the breeze, light as a sigh, brushing against you. Let your breath slow, matching the rhythm of the waves. This is a moment of peace, of gentle choice, inviting you to rest in its serenity. Lear's journey had woven through shores, forests, and hills. He had listened to the elders, felt the world's pulse, seen its truths in stars and waves. Now, he understood his role, not to rule, not to change, but to carry Nika's light, to share its warmth. The choice before him was simple, yet profound. Would he walk on, spreading joy and peace, or stay, rooted in one place, a beacon for his people? He sat on the cliff, his legs crossed, the woven band from Sela resting in his hands. Its threads glowed faintly, reflecting the sun's rays. The shell from Mira lay beside him, humming softly, its song blending with the sea. The starlight patterns Kale had shown him shimmered in his memory, a dancer smiling in the sky. Lear closed his eyes, letting the world speak. The wind whispered, The waves sang, and the sun's warmth wrapped around him like an embrace. You can feel it too, can't you? The quiet clarity of a moment where everything aligns. Let your shoulders relax. Let the world's gentle rhythm cradle you. Lear's choice is not heavy, not rushed. It is a soft step forward, guided by the light within him. You can rest in this moment, knowing the world holds no hurry, only peace. Lear opened his eyes, his smile as bright as the dawn. He chose to walk on, to carry Nika's light to every corner of the land, not because he must, but because it felt right, like a river flowing to the sea. He would share the songs of the waves, the patterns of the stars, the warmth of the sun. He would be a thread in the world's tapestry, weaving joy with every step. The choice was his, made with a heart full of calm. The clans sensed his decision, though no words were spoken. The wave singers played their flutes, their melodies soaring over the sea. The forest weavers wove new tapestries, their colors brighter than before. The hill wanderers planted flowers along his path, their petals glowing like tiny suns. The world seemed to hum with approval, its light steady, its peace unbroken. As night falls over the cliff, the stars twinkle above, their light a mirror of Lear's choice. The waves whisper below, the breeze carries a soft warmth. You can stay here, in this moment of gentle decision. Picture the glowing sea, the quiet cliff, the boy who chose to carry light. Let your breath deepen, slow and easy. Let Lear's choice wrap around you like a blanket of starlight, guiding you toward the soft embrace of dreams. Chapter 10. The Circle Complete. Lear walked the shores of Nika, his steps as light as the breeze that followed him. The sun hung low, its golden rays weaving through the waves, painting the world in a soft, endless glow. The beaches shimmered, the forests whispered, and the hills stood quiet under a sky of gentle stars. The world felt whole, its rhythm steady, its heart warm with the light Lear carried. His choice to share Nika's spark had woven him into the land's quiet song. You can imagine it now, can't you? The golden shore stretching wide, the waves humming their lullaby. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the warmth of the sun, soft as a blanket, settling over you. Let your breath slow, matching the tide's gentle rise and fall. This is the end of Lear's journey, but it is no end at all, only a circle, complete and serene, inviting you to rest. Lear returned to the cove where he had met Mira, the wave singer. The sea was calm, its surface reflecting the stars like a mirror. He knelt by the water, placing the glowing shell into its depths. The shell sank slowly, its light blending with the sea's own glow. The waves seemed to hum a thank you, their song softer now, as if content. Lear smiled, his heart full, knowing the sea would carry his gift to every shore. He wandered to the forest, where Sela's tapestry hung between two trees, its threads shimmering with scenes of waves and stars. Lear touched it gently, feeling the warmth of its colors. The trees swayed, their leaves whispering a quiet blessing. Fireflies gathered, their lights dancing like tiny suns. The forest felt alive, its peace deepened by Lear's presence, its beauty a reflection of his light. On the hill, where Kale had shown him the stars, Lear stood once more. The night sky was clear, the figure of the smiling dancer brighter than ever. He raised the woven band Sela had given him, its glow merging with the starlight. The wind sang, carrying his joy across the hills, where flowers bloomed brighter, their petals tipped with gold. The world seemed to breathe with him, its pulse steady, its light eternal. You can feel this peace, can't you? The calm of a world made whole, its light shared by a gentle heart. Let your shoulders relax, let the starlight wrap around you, soft and warm. Lear's journey has woven a circle, each step a thread in the world's quiet tapestry. You can rest here, in this moment, knowing all is well. The clans gathered one last time, not to mark an end, but to celebrate the light. They stood on the shore, their lanterns glowing, their voices blending with the waves. Children laughed, their crowns of flowers shining under the stars. Elders smiled, their eyes tracing the sky. Lear stood among them, not above, but beside, his smile as bright as the dawn. The world was as it should be, peaceful, warm, alive with Nika's spark. As night deepens over Nika's shores, the stars shine like lanterns. The waves whisper their lullaby. The air is soft, scented with salt and blooming flowers. You can stay here, in this moment of completion. Picture the glowing cove, the shimmering forest, the starlit hill. Let your breath deepen, slow and calm. Let Lear's light cradle you like a boat rocking gently on the sea, carrying you into dreams. The world of Nika rests now, its circle complete, its peace unending. The sun will rise again, its light weaving through every wave, every leaf, every heart. You can drift here, held by the land's gentle embrace, its song a promise of rest. End of narrative.